Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Dead, 999 Gaming, 999 Spoilers. You guys know how we roll. Just want to say, hopefully everybody's having a happy Sunday morning, and hopefully you found us. If not, make sure you watch the playback. A few people get notifications. So a couple questions have come up. We're going to definitely continue to build our brand. We have 999 Gaming. We're still going to upload videos, still going to get our live streams over there. But the additional channels, 999 Dead, is something we've worked on. We've actually done a little bit of content here, and we're going to develop the spoiler channel as well. And of course, 999 Live is going to be coming hopefully in the spring, and you're going to just see a whole lot of day-to-day stuff. So we want to be able to really get our get each one of these channels up to where they need to be. But I do have to say this, and I know this is disappointing for some of our super chatters. You're not going to be able to super chat on this channel for at least a couple days. So the icon will pop up. There's a couple thresholds that you have to meet on YouTube. So all of our regular viewers, I'm just going to ask that you guys do me a favor in advance. Make sure you check out the main page. Subscribe here. Subscribe to 999 Dead, 999 Live, and 999 Spoilers. It is an extension of the 999 Gaming family. So here we go. Look, there's some information that is out there, and I think this fair is becoming a lot bigger deal than people have admitted to. I know that we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and then we kind of ventured off into a little bit of the Henry theory. Let me say this. No one has confirmed the Henry information as of yet. I know that sometimes we do these videos. We are very, very close, and we get attention of a lot of people because of our predictions, and I think sometimes people think that that means that we have the inside information, which we don't, but it is a credit to each and every one of you that when we come up with our theories and we start to say them out loud, it does get the attention of some very important people. I'll leave it at that for now. Let's jump around. I know Scott is like aching. He wants to super chat something. I gotta look in. Scott, I'll tell you what. Since you super chat like 100 times per stream, just type your first comment in bold, and I'll make sure that I jump over there and get you involved a little bit early. So moderators should still be good as well. Oh, Kel's not a mod yet. Kel, let me pass the torch over to you. All right. That's one thing about our additional channels. We've got to make sure that everybody has the powers. Tommy, do you have the little wrench? Have I even seen him yet? And we need to make sure we get Emmy as well. So I had heard, and I have not done the side-by-side. Is this Monroe from Grimm? Someone linked me something and said that it was. I think, is it Silas Mitchell? I need some confirmation of that because I don't know if they put it on the other sites yet. But a couple people had messaged me and said, yeah, this is the guy from Grimm. Let's see if you guys know any information with that. And if you were the one to link it, yeah, just send it over to me. I know a couple people are going to be like, wait a minute, it is? I did not even notice. I feel like we're on a little bit of a delay, too. He does, right? He looks familiar. Scott, my follow-up question for you would be, is this Monroe? And did you watch Grimm? So, Scott with a unofficial super chat. Who do you think is the mysterious cowboy? Seems as if he poses a danger as the fair. Well, I don't know. I mean, let me throw this out there to the group. Do you think he poses a danger, or are they just trying to make it look like he's evil because, they put a popular character, Jerry, there? What if he's somebody's going to help him out? I mean, immediately I think everybody thought he's a whisperer, but, I mean, does he really need to be a whisperer coming in on a cowboy? You know what? I would even think the way the whispers are kind of in your face, and they put on their mask and they go in your face. Sorry. See what I did there? He is eyeballing. I don't like that either, Fluff. I am going to predict this guy is going to be a John Dory type. I think he's going to be a good guy. I think he's going to help them out. The fact that they rolled him out around the same time as the Whispers, I think everybody's scared. He might be even one of the people that helps them at the fair whenever everything goes down. Right, Lark? I agree. I think he's got an up-and-coming storyline. Wow, I thought there would be. I thought there'd be more Grimm fans. Once people, one thing I do want to say, I appreciate you guys checking out the link as well. How many? Let me ask this question really quickly because I'm just curious. I see a bunch of people. There's Jimmy and a few other people just jumping in. So normally everybody gets the invitation. How many people got the notification this morning because they're a sub to this channel? How many got the link on Facebook, and how many went through Patreon? I'm just trying to figure out, because I know there's going to be a lot of people are going to message me later, and they're going to say that they didn't get the 999 Gaming invitation. What's up, JJ? Thanks for being here, man. Facebook. Yeah, we posted it on several. Oh, all of them. Love it, Sheila. Love it. Thank you so much. I mean, it's the same group. And many of you were already subbed over here as well. All right. Good stuff. That just shows you we have thousands of people that are not on the Facebook fan page right now. Not everybody's going to sign up for that, but I just want to find the best way to communicate. I mean, we got Kik, we got Messenger, whole lot of stuff out there. And what I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit is putting the comic book discussions and the comic book readings on this channel as well, and sort of, getting people directed to the right place instead of it just being on the gaming channel. So the fair. We'll get back to it for just a couple minutes. This is not going to be a super long stream. We will do our 8 o'clock stream again tonight, and it will be here as well. Does Michonne make it there or not? What do you guys think? Is she going to swallow her pride? Is she going to be lucky she didn't go there? Or I have not seen any pictures or anything suggesting that Alexandria is represented there. And as a follow-up question, just to each and every one of you, because I know you guys love to ask me some questions, but I'm going to throw it back out there for this stream. What is the fair all about? What are you looking for here? Do you think it's just like traveling? Do you think they're going to do some, I don't want to say acting or humor or stand-up, but I mean, is it just going to be trading goods? Is it going to be some entertainment? I guess that's what I'm looking for. Deborah says no Michonne. Lonnie does think that we get Michonne there. Share food and resources. Yeah, I'm curious to see the extent of how they're going to develop this concept. Trying to come together and doing a little bit of trading. The blacksmiths, I mean, they were putting stuff together, so you could see each group developing something. I don't know. I mean, Alexandria might be growing some vegetables, but it doesn't kind of seem like Hilltop's got a little bit of everything. Just trying to open the trade routes all over again, bringing them back together, healing old wounds. So Ezekiel sees it more as a symbolic gesture to get everybody back together. A musical event. So yeah, we could get some. Oh, I hope Alden's not singing and then ends up on a pike. All right, so one of the things that we heard out there, and this is not Spoiling Dead's fan page. Once again, this is another source. That Alpha is there, and someone had said she's there in a dress. So I guess if Alpha could be there and she could be just sort of hanging out, blending, then this cowboy could definitely be one of those as well. So maybe that's where everybody was sort of drawing the correlation. So, additional question for each and every one of you. All right, if you had to put your money on the line right now, who is this cowboy? Are you going to go forward and say, yes, he's a whisperer? Or is this another community that just kind of heard about what's going down, word traveled? I mean, the whisperers obviously know. Yeah, Leanne, right? I mean, Alpha's going to be there. I mean, I will think, bald and in a dress is going to stand out a little bit. Well, that, Crystal, that would explain a lot, I guess. So Crystal says Spoiling Dead's fan page did have spoilers on it yesterday and confirmed everything. Well, see, not everything was spoiler information. A lot of what we talked about was prediction information. The only thing that's really spoiler is Alpha coming back, Alpha having a machete, and then Henry. The whole Henry situation. The other stuff we sort of pieced together. Okay, so I'm going to add one more thing because we do have a lot of people chatting. And because, once again, those of you that have just gotten here, this is a fairly new channel we're trying to develop. So we would ask and hope that each one of you either watching or watching the playback would subscribe. Super chats are not active for this channel yet. We're expecting probably tomorrow or Tuesday. So one thing that we're going to do is if you have a question, just put Q and type the question out. And I'm going to treat it as if it is a super chat. So, I want to jump around, get some of your thoughts on this video. Appreciate all the comments. We also will be this week, so stay tuned. It's kind of my commercial announcement just to make sure. I'm going to say it a few times, so I apologize if it's repetitive, but I just want to make sure that everybody that's in the 999 Army, the 999 Gaming family, knows that knows about 999 Dead, 999 Live, and 999 Spoilers. And we will be posting different content on each one of those channels. So you'll probably see some of the comic book postings here. You'll see some of the spoilers on the spoiler channel. And of course, we're going to get our 999 Army together on a regular basis on the gaming channel as well. So if you guys could do me a favor and just any question you have, just type a Q and then I'll definitely read it back for you. Yeah, that playback will not be available. And like I said, I'll go more in detail on that in a future stream. But, once again, sometimes our predictions are very, very good. You can kind of do the deductive reasoning and figure out the rest. And when your predictions are really good and you mix in a little bit of spoilers and you might be 100% accurate, it does get the attention of people. Fluff with a non-super chat question. Here we go, Fluff. Do you think the cowboy could be from Georgie's group? You know what? I think anything is possible. We don't know the extent of Georgie's group. So it would be nice to think that they're kind of in the loop and that maybe Maggie has some inside information. So Ron Burgundy Moore. Kills, do you think Beta fights Daryl at the fair? Ron, I don't. I think that Daryl Beta fight is going to be a couple of episodes down because, we don't think anything really severely goes down with Michonne, Carol, and Daryl and that group heading back to the Whisper Camp probably until 12. So I think it's a little, well, maybe. You know what? Ron, I think you're right because I'm kind of visualizing right now. I'm thinking, okay, the fair is going to be 9. But the fair might not be 9. The fair might be 11 or 12. So if the fair is 11 or 12, then certainly they could, that could be the big news, right? They knock Daryl out and capture Daryl from there. Leanne, why was it so hard to find you today? I almost gave up. 1, Leanne, never give up. Number 2, we post links on the Facebook fan page. I make a Patreon announcement. And on the main page of 999 Gaming, we've got a whole list of channels. And if you subscribe to each one of those 5 channels and hit a reminder, anytime we do a live stream or a video, it will give you a reminder. So would love for you guys to do that. And, that way, if it's comic book read or we do, we may just do like a very impromptu, like get together and do a stream just out of nowhere. So if that happens, then all you got to do is hit that little bell and it'll remind everybody. Yeah, I missed that. So Steph says, Kathy says, could be a guy tracking the Whispers already. Well, it could be. Remember, I said I think Dwight might be out there doing it. Maybe the Whispers have a lot more enemies than we realized. Well, you got to think they do, right? I mean, if they've been out there destroying communities, not everybody's just going to join them. There are going to be a few people that are upset about it. But he does look like he could be doing a little bit of tracking. Sandra Wiley. Thank you, Sandra. Question, how did the Whisperers get their numbers? How did they get so many to live like that? I guess their theory on the television show has been this. You roll through, you kill, you threaten, you decapitate. People have nothing left, so they join you or they run and get away. They don't have the numbers to hunt you. But, keep in mind, a lot of these communities are not big communities. A lot of them were probably 10s and 12s. I mean, Alexandria, Hilltop, the Kingdom, and the fact that they have, well, somewhat of an allegiance. They used to have a great allegiance, but, the fact they have somewhat of an allegiance does show that we look at it from the perspective of the Whispers are the biggest threat to Alexandria. But let's take the other approach. Alexandria, Hilltop, and Kingdom might be the biggest threat to the Whispers. Because, like you said, they have been building up their numbers and they have been doing some things. They have a way to survive, but it doesn't mean that it is the only way of surviving. I wouldn't want to bet against Daryl, Michonne, Carol, but if the word is true, as we've discussed, I'm not going to overdo it a lot because, as I said, there are people listening to our theories and predictions. But if some of the stuff that has been said does work out to be true, I said, what better way to show weakness or defeat than to capture 3 of your best fighters? And many of you said in the streams the last couple days that the 3 toughest people on the show are probably Carol, Daryl, and Michonne. So if they're taken and you just lost Jesus, then you're going to need, the group's going to need to come together. Some of these B players are really going to have to step up and carry their own weight. So Ron says the Commonwealth could easily fight the Whispers. And, right now I don't think writing letters and getting the information back about who's lived and who's died, I think there's going to be a little bit of urgency and a little bit of panic. And, who knows? Let's say they had a courier going back and forth and they were getting letters from Georgie. How do we know that the next time that, okay, they want to let Maggie know, Maggie, we're in big trouble. Jesus died, and this is what happens. And they try to get somebody out there. How do we know the Whisperers haven't already surrounded that? I mean, they're a big deal. LH Star, this is a new actor. So I don't think that's somebody we've seen before. Stop, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Yeah, like, you're sending people back and forth. We know from the one teaser, we know from the preview, that we got Luke and Alden. What are they doing out in the woods? What are they looking for? Who are they looking for? And why the two of them? That's got to be a red flag right there. Hold on. We can't have the two of them out there. So you already know when you got two characters that don't have really anything in common or not central to the storyline, that there's going to be a big problem with them. Michonne Grimes, that is a great, great, great comment. How do you fight an enemy that you didn't know was there and has been watching? So we know they've been watching because we saw Connie and we saw they're out there, and they have the psychological warfare because they're kind of, where are they? They're kind of doing their thing. So they've got the brutality, they got psychological warfare, they got the upper hand. There is no advantage that our group has except they fought together before. And once they kind of bury the hatchet and they get through their own hubris, everything that they've been, accusing each other of, they will come together and find a way. And I think, as much as I give Steph a hard time, that's part of the same forgiving people. And I do think that is the big storyline. You guys know, because we kind of joke about it and go back and forth. And I was there too. You know how hard it is to forgive Negan? Well, the group is doing the exact same thing. They're like, we know we have a lot of danger, but that means I got to fight with this guy. And they're waiting to the last possible moment to not even just Negan, but the communities can't coexist right now. They don't even trade. The fair, and that's why the fair is so important. It's to get everybody back together. It's to see who's going to, step up there and help the group out, and then ultimately they're going to be forced to fight together. That's just the way it's going to go down. And with that, goosebumps with the Whispers. So, with that, this is not going to be a super long stream. We're going to keep it about 15 or 20 minutes, but we're running up on 25. I want to thank each of you for being here on the 999 Dead channel. Stay tuned. Once again, just want to ask each and every one of you, like this video. Make sure that people, I know a lot of you have told other people about our group, the Facebook fan page, 999 Gaming. Keep in mind, we are going to be posting videos on all of those. So you will see some 999 Gaming videos pop up. You might see a comic book read later on this afternoon. And also, we are definitely going to do the 8 o'clock stream on this channel, but we might add an additional stream somewhere between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I'm still working out the details, but if the schedule does permit, then hold tight. But over the next couple days, we're just going to get the word out about everything that we're trying to do with our channels. So I want to thank you all for being here. Apologize, Super Chats are not active yet. If they're not active in tonight's stream, we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to ask people to do a little bit of Q&A, and we're going to jump around and make sure that each and every person gets involved. Thank you for everything that you guys do. My name is Killshot. This is The Walking Dead Season 9, Whisper Fair or Unfair. Thanks for everything that you guys do. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.